Good Monday afternoon, friends. How are you? April Fools! I'm making a hamburger cake. No, just kidding. April Fools. I'm making TikTok millionaire baked spaghetti. So it's Elena's birthday. And here at our house, you get to choose what you want for your birthday dinner and your birthday dessert. So she said, I want millionaire spaghetti. And I was like, no problem. I've made millionaire spaghetti before. And I said, it's got cream cheese. And she said, no, this is the TikTok version. You know, the kids with their TikTok. So I looked it up, and it consists of marinara, like a marinara with ground beef, and then an Alfredo sauce. Now, I do believe the recipe that she showed me, they used jarred marinara and jarred Alfredo. And I said, oh, no, not a Miss Krista's house. We're going to make it from scratch. Now, there's nothing wrong with using the jar. And if I wasn't off today from work, I might have used the jar myself. So, if you don't want to make it homemade, you could totally use jar Alfredo and jarred marinara. Nothing wrong with that. You know I love a quick and easy shortcut. By all means, I will never food shame anybody for any shortcuts and anything they want to use. Ever. It's not me. I will never do that. That's wrong. So anyway, if you want to use the jarred, please, by all means, do it. It's going to be just fine. So I've got here my skillet, a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of olive oil, and some garlic. I'm going to give that a few minutes to go. We're going to make the marinara sauce. I've already browned 2 pounds of ground beef, half a chopped onion. As always, it's optional. I've got this set aside and drained. We're going to make the marinara sauce first. Back here, I have a pound of spaghetti going. You're going to cook that al dente till it's just a little bit chewy, because we're going to put it in the oven and continue to cook it. So, there you have it. I'm going to move this because I'm about to burn my garlic. Take that off the heat because I've been running my mouth. I got to go real quick because I forgot to open up my tomato sauce. I'm going to use 29 ounces of tomato sauce. I'm going to open this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my garlic, my olive oil, my butter here, and I pretty near burnt my garlic up from running my mouth, but I tried it to make sure it wasn't bitter. We're good to go. So now I'm just going to add in the 29 ounces of tomato sauce. This is our marinara we're making here. Super simple to make this marinara from scratch. All right, I'm going to get this all mixed together. Our olive oil, our butter, our garlic. To this, I'm going to add some of my Italian herbs. This has salt in it, so I won't add any more salt. I'll give it a try in a little bit once it simmers for a few minutes. Get that all in there good to go. I'm going to add just a drop or two more of olive oil. There we go. Ooh, we had some drama here this morning on the farm. So Miss Olivia brought her 2 baby chicks she hatched up to the patio. It was raining, and she was hanging out on the patio, and I gave her some treats, and the cat was sitting watching inside the house. I said, oh no, sir, you're not going to go out there and mess with those baby chicks. He's old. I don't really see him hunting, but I didn't want to take any chances of getting my chicks. No, sir, Mr. Marvin. And then they disperse and they go back out into the yard and things. I look out, and Kevin, our hen turkey, she's on the roof of the hen house. I mean, I know how she got up there. Turkeys can fly really well, but I don't know how she got out of her hen house, because it's enclosed. Somehow she squeezed through something or somewhere. I think Brock got her back in because Mason's not here. He is down in Nelsonville with Elena, and they will be up this evening. She had a class at 4. He took her to breakfast this morning for her birthday, and then she has a class at 4, and then they'll be up this evening about 7 for her birthday dinner. All right, so we've got the marinara sauce. I'm just gonna let it go for 2 or 3 minutes, kind of let it simmer a little bit. Then I will add the ground beef back. I'm gonna check my spaghetti noodles, and I'm gonna give this a few minutes, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so our spaghetti is done, and I've drained it, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil here to keep my noodles from sticking together while I finish the rest of the casserole part here. Give that a little toss. I'm gonna put this off to out my door, them olive oil. All right, so we got that, the olive oil back. Our sauce is done. I've added the ground beef to the simmering sauce. See how simple and easy that was? I mean, just so quick. I'm gonna add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it. And there we go. Voila. That step's finished. Now we are going to make our Alfredo sauce. It's just as simple. I'm going to gather my stuff and I'll be right back. Maybe. So now we're going to make our Alfredo sauce. It's just as simple as the marinara sauce. But by all means, if you want to do jar, you do jar. 1 stick of salted butter. I'm going to put this right in the pan. Speaking of drama yesterday, so my brother-in-law and sister-in-law have the most beautiful dog named Hazel. She's gorgeous. I think she's an Irish setter. She is the most amazing dog. I just love her. So she was always afraid to swim. They have a beautiful in-ground pool, and she was always afraid to swim. So we were there one day for a cookout, and I got in the water, and I said, Hazel, come swim with Aunt Krista. And she did it. She went swimming for the first time. Now they can't keep her out of the pool in the summertime. I kind of feel guilty, but I kind of don't. So when I go there, I love to swim with Hazel. Anyway, all of the kids are older. So Mason is the youngest of the grandkids. He's going to be 21 in June. But everybody gets Easter baskets. So Steve, my brother-in-law, hid his children's baskets somewhere in the house. Evidently, while we were at church, Miss Hazel found Claire's, my niece's basket, and ate it. Wrapper and all. All the chocolate, 2 pounds of chocolate she ate. So while we were at dinner, Bobby and my nephew Drew was taking her to the emergency vet to get her stomach so she could expel all of the chocolate in the wrappers. She's fine. She's fine. But she had an enjoyable Easter for the first half. So anyway, my little Hazel's fine. A little bit of Easter drama there. So if you hide your kids' baskets, make sure they're really high. Because even Hazel, she jumps up. She's as tall as me. So I imagine even up high, she could probably still found it. But she loves to eat like her Aunt Krista. But she just ate the wrong thing. So anyway, she's fine. A little bit of drama. They got her to the emergency vet. They got her taken care of. And she was home last night. And she was fine. So kisses to you, Miss Hazel. So we're going to give this butter a moment to melt, and then I'll be right back and I'll show you what our next steps are going to be. It's all coming together. So our butter's melted. We have 1 stick of salted butter. We're going to add in some garlic, minced garlic. If you don't want to use minced, you can use garlic powder. It's going to be fine. About a tablespoon worth. Okay. You're also going to need 2 cups of heavy cream, heavy whipping cream, 2 cups of shredded Parmesan, grated, some Parmesan cheese, okay? 2 cups. All right. We got our garlic going there. We're going to add in our heavy cream. Yeah. Give that a stir there for a second. Kind of let that garlic and that heavy cream simmer for a bit. I've got everything in my pocket here. I got my phone, The remote. Good grief. Okay, don't need to add any extra padding to this. Anyway, got that going. Looks like we've got everything simmered around and infused. We're going to go in with our shredded Parmesan cheese. Like I said, 2 cups. I have shredded. You can use grated, whatever you want. It'll be fine. Okay. So I'm going to get that worked in. I'm going to let this Alfredo continue to go, and I'm going to let it get thickened up, and I will be back and we will be ready. I'll see how long it takes. I'm thinking probably just 3 or 4 minutes to thicken up, and we'll be back and we'll be ready to assemble Elena's birthday TikTok millionaire baked spaghetti. Ooh, I've never made this before, so we're going to see what it tastes like. Fingers crossed. Okay, so our marinara is done, our Alfredo is done, and our spaghetti is done. So it's time to assemble this TikTok millionaire spaghetti bake. All right, so I've got a 9x13. This is an old school longer burger my mom bought me years ago. I chose it because it has deeper walls here for this. So we've got our cooked spaghetti. I was thinking about this. This makes sense why Elena would want this, because she loves fettuccine Alfredo and she loves spaghetti. So it's the two combined together. Makes sense in my old noggin now why she would choose this. She's never had this before, but now I understand why she wanted it. Okay, so we're gonna get this. We get all of that out of there. Get all of that cheese on the bottom. Get it scraped down. This is one of my favorite pans. Actually got it out of the thrift store. It was brand new. And it's non-stick. And I love it for things like this. She's a good heavy pan. The brand name is Circulon. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's the brand name. Let me run a little water in it. Just so my cleanup's easier, let me get a little water in the pan there. Even though it's non-stick, you know how that goes, especially with an Alfredo sauce. Okay, so our Alfredo sauce, the recipe says to mix it with the noodles, so that's what we're gonna do. Listen, that looks good enough just like that. I personally haven't found a marinara or a Alfredo sauce out of a jar that I like. I love all marinara sauces out of the jar because you can doctor those up, and I think they're fantastic. I personally have, now honestly, to be honest, I've never tried a lot of Alfredo sauces because I just always make my own Alfredo. Because it's just as easy. As long as you have heavy cream and some cheese, you're good to go. Okay, so this is our first layer. I did put a little bit of nonstick spray in there. Did I say that? Just so it'll help with cleanup later. So this goes in the baking dish. We're going to get this spread out. Do you hear Lola? She is going to town today. That dog is snoring so. She was outside earlier. Been out all morning. Now she's taking her nap. Ooh, that dog can snore. All right, get that in there. Get a little water in it. All right, so we've got our first layer of our spaghetti and our Alfredo sauce. Now comes the marinara. Go. trust myself to pour this. So I'm going to get a ladle and we're just going to ladle it on top till it's, I don't want to make a mess. Honestly, this looks really good. Good choice, Elena. I'm going to make salad. I'm just going to make like an Italian chopped salad, just a simple one. And I can show you how to make it next when I get done with this. It's just something that our family likes to eat with spaghetti. It's just a super simple salad. She requested it. And garlic bread. She loves garlic bread. She's a bread eater. So we're going to have that. I bought the garlic bread, not going to lie. After such a busy day yesterday and all the going-ons, we were gone literally all day. We left here, I think, at 9:15 a.m. and it's over an hour drive to the church. And then dinner, and then hanging out and visiting. We ran by Maddie's apartment because she forgot her Easter basket. So it was almost 8 o'clock before we got home last night. So I'm kind of tired today. It was a busy day. We've got all of our sauce in there. Now at this point, I'm going to stop and I'm going to try it. I'm going to taste it. For salt, all of that, because the my Italian seasoning has salt in it, so I don't want to get it too salty. I want to get kind of both layers here. Should have did this before I mixed them up. Oh, that's good. That is really good with the Alfredo and the meat sauce. Oh my goodness. I might be making this a lot for the family once they try this because my boys are pasta lovers. So is Elena. So I think this is going to be a big hit. Hopefully she likes it. Okay, I'm not going to add any more salt or pepper. This thing, I bet that thing weighs 30 pounds and I'm not even joking. All right, on top, we're going to add some mozzarella cheese. You could go provolone, Parmesan. This is about 8 ounces in this bag. This goes on top. What would you pick for your birthday dinner? If you were picking, and maybe you do pick do you pick your birthday dinner? And if so, what would you pick? Mine changes from year to year. When I was younger, it was always the same thing. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans. And strawberry shortcake. That was always my birthday dinner growing up. That's what I wanted my mom to fix me. Now it varies. Usually it's the fried chicken. Because I just love it. Well, you know, you might hit me with a Cody dog too. Yeah, I love my hot dogs. All right, so there we go. There's that. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this onto the top for a little color and prettiness. Just a tad. And there you have it. It's ready. I made it up ahead of time. It is 2:30. They said they'd probably, I'm not sure. They're going to text me when they're on their way home. It takes about an hour from where they are to get home. So I will pop it in the oven. But there it is. It's all assembled. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And then next step, we're going to make that quick salad that Elena requested to go with her pasta here. I'll be right back. Let me clean up my area. Oh, yeah, I got all these dishes. Nobody home. I need a sous chef to wash dishes. So Mason messaged me, said he'll be home about 6 o'clock. It's about 20 till. So I'm going to go ahead and dress this salad. I just call this an Italian salad. That's just what we call it. It's just a basic salad. We've got some washed and dried romaine lettuce, a chopped tomato, probably about 1/4 cup of Italian dressing. This is a zesty Italian dressing. You can use whatever you like. Add that in. Sugar, personal taste. probably about a tablespoon. We like it a little sweet here. And I'm not sure. I'm probably going to have to add a little bit more dressing. Just going to add probably a couple more tablespoons. Okay. Give that a stir. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. A little bit of black pepper. And there is our dressing. Now, if I didn't make enough, it's no big deal. I'll just repeat the process. I'm going to pour that on. I like to do this about a half hour, 15 minutes before we eat. So it has time to incorporate, but it doesn't get soggy. Get it all stirred around. Make sure all of that romaine lettuce is covered in dressing. And then right before I serve it, I will add more Parmesan cheese. And there you have it. This is just our quick version of an Italian salad. How we like it at our family. Goes well with spaghetti or lasagna. Let's give it a taste. You can use any lettuce you want. You don't have to use romaine. That's just my favorite. All right, there you have it. I'm going to seal it. Put it in the fridge till time to eat. The kids are home. Dinner's ready. We have Elena's birthday dinner. We have our garlic bread. We have our salad. And we have the main star here, the TikTok millionaire baked spaghetti. So let's get it out. I think the easiest way to get it out is just going to be just to go in and scoop some out. I wanted to scoop some out so you all could see it. Look at that. I am going to try it. I hate to try it. It's her birthday dinner before her, but I'm just going to give it a little tiny taste here. I want you all to see this. Super hot, 350 for about 35-40 minutes because I cooked mine from cold. So, may need less time. I had a Lady in the Tramp. I don't know where the lady's at. Anyway, it's absolutely delicious. Elena's going to love it. There you go. Quick, easy, all homemade. Try it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I'm going to have to go now and call everybody in for Elena's birthday dinner. There you go. Have a good night, guys.